This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season. The Washington Commanders taking on the Eagles of Houston. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
And we are underway from Houston. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Eagle defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Howell from the gun. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And now bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. On the give, here's McBride. Oh, heck of a move. Man. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They needed inches, but they got yards and plenty of them.
And that often happens when everyone's stacked near the line of scrimmage when, as you said, all you need are inches. So you bring people closer to it. If you pop it free as he did there, it's a lot of grass available for him to run on.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And Howell will throw it. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Al down to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Nolan Smith in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This offensive line is struggling. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. York able to send this one through. And it's 3-0 Washington. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here are the Eagles now, backed up to start their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cook up the gut. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, here's McBride. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. York able to send this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down. Sweet going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Chris Watkins His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Here's McBride. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. This is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Running for it. Here's Cook. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Sweet. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And, partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They're really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now, and I would not want to face them come playoff time. Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Here's Watkins for touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. Eagles up to 8. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Powell. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. This is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Throwing here, Howell. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he's able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Sweet. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Sweet. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Sweet. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Great play there. 53 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Back to throw. Howell. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nolan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. The offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming in. They got it once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. He'll return it from the 6. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline with the ball rolling out of bounds. So the incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take it at the 42. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown. Great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a round is on here in this first half. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And the Washington offense heading out. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Hal. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Massive gain on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Braden Mann now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Operating from the gun. Sweet. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Eagles! Here's Watkins. It's been a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the route is on here in this first half. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Washington offense back out there. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down, Howell back to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They go play action here on first down. He'll let it fly for Austin. That is incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Off the play fake. Sweet. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. Calvin Austin, 51 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the opponents. And a round is on here in this first half. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Well, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. The Eagles will take their 3rd and 4th timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break. Sweet going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. So we've reached past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Eagles to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Play action. Sweep. That's caught. It's Austin left side. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. But after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now Howell. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They dial up the corner, breaks that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And now an audible here into something else. Off the play fake. Sweet. Now inside the 25. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off. 35 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Sweep. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins. A 15-yard. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Howell, a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. The throw for Tony is intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what a good center.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Howell's throw caught by Gray. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now Cook running right. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
advertising plays on offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit. It might go to them this year.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Off play action. Sweet. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Sweet. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And his coach.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Sweet. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Off play action. Sweet. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Off the play fake. Sweet. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Here's Campbell. 33 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a game ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Washington offense set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second down throw for Howell. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10. Another throw for Howell. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Off play action. Sweep. This will be caught just inside the 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Well, the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll go with a keeper, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now Howell. Going left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Howell down to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That escapes the sack. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
York able to send this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game well decided a long time ago.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And they are going to score again. Another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing here, Howell. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Howell with one final shot. Finding Gray on the out route. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one's going to come to an end. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense